This is an emergency action notification practice. Please practice these procedures to ensure that students and staff at work, school, or any other business place are safe in an event of a lockdown. Please listen to these instructions carefully before proceeding. Before we go over these lockdown procedures, we are excited to announce our new emergency alert system. This emergency alert system will be serving the California School for the Blind area. It is important that you listen carefully to ensure your safety. Lockdown procedures are as follows. If you hear lockdown over the intercom or an administrator announces the lockdown in person, or if you hear the emergency alert system telling you that there is a lockdown, please do the following to protect yourself and the other people around you. Evacuate immediately. Students and staff are required to stay where they are. Please seek shelter when told to do so by the emergency alert system. Classroom teachers are to do the following to protect their students. Quickly glance outside the room to direct any students or staff members in the hall into your room immediately. Please look carefully when you are taking shelter. Please make sure that you lock your doors. In order to stay safe in a lockdown, teachers and staff are required to lock all the doors in the school. If this isn't happening, failure to do so will result in the intruder trying to come in, and you will not only endanger yourself, but you will endanger others by not locking your door. Please lower nor close any blinds. It is important that you close your blinds to prevent the intruder from seeing you, the other staff, or your students. Also, if the blinds have a curtain, please do the same thing by closing the curtain and then making sure that you close your blinds. Please close your blinds when these procedures are being handled by the school immediately when told to do so by an administrator or a staff member at the office, or even told by the emergency alert system. Place students against the wall so that the intruder cannot see them looking in the door. Look for the safest corner in the room to protect your students or any staff from impact. Please turn out the lights and turn off your computer monitors. The intruder will be able to see the lights coming from your devices or lamps, or even regular lights. These include, but are not limited to, computer monitors, laptops, TV monitors, and any device that has a light built in. If the lights are on in the room, please turn them off immediately. Note, all staff members should locate and hold on to their roll book prior to turning out the lights. This will aid in accounting for all students, should an evacuation be necessary. Please keep everyone in the room quiet. The intruder may have a chance of being able to hear the noise coming from the room that you are in, so please keep quiet, or remain silent. If you are in a physical education class, or if any physical education classes are being held in the gym, the classes should move into a locker room, lock all doors, and find a safe area to take shelter. If any students are in the cafeterias, you should move to the nearest classrooms immediately. If students and teachers are outside the school building, please stop, drop, and remain still to protect yourself and anyone in the area. You will be directed where to relocate depending on the situation. If you cannot find a shelter, local authorities will take you to one. If any teachers or students are in the bathrooms in the area, please move to a stall, lock it, and stand on the toilet. Please still keep quiet. Anyone located in the hallway should move to the closest classroom immediately. Failure to do so will result in injury or death. Nurses, cafeteria workers, and support staff should stay in the area they are in, secure the doors, and turn out the lights. If you are located in the library, students and staff in the library should remain in the library until further notice. Do not go outside of the building you are in. Librarians should lock the doors, turn out the lights, and locate a safe area to seek shelter until when all clear is given. Please stay in safe areas until directed by law enforcement officers, or if the emergency alert system gives a message to evacuate, please wait until the message has been given by an authority or an administrator to move or evacuate in a shelter. Never open doors during a lockdown, even in the event of a fire alarm. If the fire alarm goes off during a lockdown, please stay where you are. Do not go outside for any reason. For further directives, law enforcement officers and administrators will have keys to open doors, or announcements will be made over the intercom. The emergency alert system will be activated at the time of the event. An administrator or the emergency alert system will signal all personnel if the lockdown has been lifted. If an evacuation occurs, all persons/classrooms will be directed by a law enforcement officer or administrator to a safe location to take shelter. Once evacuated from the building, teachers should take roll to account for all students present in class. Administrators will divide and keep in communication with radios or cell phones. Evacuation incident possibilities can be as follows. First, these are some possible reasons for an evacuation to be initiated. For example, an incident after a lockdown, such as a fire, natural gas leak, hazardous chemical leak inside the building, localized flooding, fumes from an unknown source, and other types of reasons that can be harmful to anyone. There can be more possibilities, but they will not be listed in this message. Second, people who can call for an evacuation are the administrators, office staff, law enforcement, or the people who were just listed just now can activate the emergency alert system. Office staff or campus administrators are to call 911 and notify central office of the lockdown immediately. Central office will notify the school board that the lockdown is in progress. These evacuation drill procedures should be taken as follows in a very serious manner. First, an evacuation drill may be initiated by personal contact from an administrator or law enforcement officers, or via an announcement over the intercom, or even an announcement from the emergency alert system. Classroom teachers should listen for specific directions from the emergency alert system. Please immediately instruct students to shut off monitors, Bunsen burners, welding equipment, etc. Locate and take attendance book and turn off your air conditioner if possible. Turn off the lights. Close windows, and close the doors, but do not lock it. Please exit quickly, but please do not run. While exiting, scan areas for anything out of the ordinary and to ensure all students have exited. Go to a safe distance as designated. Keep students quiet in the event of further directives. An administrator or the emergency alert system will signal all personnel when the building is safe to re-enter. You will hear a signal that it is clear when the lockdown is cleared. Now, let's talk about what can happen if there were to be a bomb threat. Bomb threat procedure. As the caller calls in the threat, a bomb threat information form should be completed. Immediately after receiving a bomb threat call, hang up and dial back code 911 and the proper authorities. Please notify 911 or use a non-emergency number if it is a drill state that the campus is having a drill. Make sure to quickly scan your immediate area of the building prior to evacuation. Devices are more likely to be outside or in a common area. If the bomb threat is determined to be real, please follow the evacuation procedures or lockdown procedures as determined by threat. Note, radios, cell phones, and pagers should be turned off during a bomb threat. Electronic communication signals could trigger certain types of bombs. Bomb threat information form. Be calm and courteous. Do not interrupt the caller. Quietly notify an administrator. You must give the name of the person receiving the call. Give the time, date, and the length of the call. Please give the caller ID number, race, check the appropriate information. Caller is male, female, adult, or youth. Caller's voice characteristics may be as follows: loud, soft, deep, raspy, high-pitched, or persistent. Caller's language may be as follows: excellent, poor, fair, or profane. Caller's manner can be as follows: irrational, rational, angry, calm, nervous, sober, drunk, emotional, incoherent, laughing, or the voice is familiar. Background noises could be the following: street, animals, music, voices, or workplace noises. Sample questions to ask caller when handling a threat are as follows: when will it go off? How much time is left before it goes off? What kind of bomb? Where are you now? How do you know so much about the bomb? What is your name? Why did you plant the bomb? This question should only be asked if it seems as if you are the suspect of the planting of the bomb. Lockdown procedure. The lockdown, or a shelter-in-place code is lockdown, or an administrator, or the emergency alert system will inform you in person, or over the intercom speakers. These reasons for a lockdown to be initiated may be as follows: an out-of-control student who is a threat to the safety of our students, staff, or himself/herself, someone who has a gun or weapon, an intruder, hazardous chemical outside the building, or a weather-related event. People who can call a lockdown are an administrator, law enforcement, office staff. Campus office staff is to notify central office. Central office staff will notify the school board. Lockdown checklist. This is the checklist that you will need if a lockdown is in place. First, parents were informed prior to a drill or after an actual event. Please be sure that the family of the staff and students are informed about the lockdown. Second, scenario was reviewed with staff prior to the event. Third, students/staff went inside, closed the doors, and closed and locked all windows. Fourth, hang signs on outside doors and office indicating a lockdown is occurring. Fifth, please roll call your students and staff to be sure that everyone is in a group. Sixth, please turn off air conditioning/exhaust fans. Seventh, please close drapes and curtains. Window panels in the door should be unobstructed. Eighth, rooms were designated for people to go to during a drill. Ninth, turn off pilot lights, but electricity should remain on. 10th, Please call 911 if this is an emergency, or the non-emergency number if this isn't an emergency during the drill, and do alert the central office 11 to check whether anyone left the building during a drill or actual event. 12. Debriefing after the drill or the event. Again, please take these procedures to ensure that everyone in the school is safe. Thank you.